May isa pang klase. Hello?
Hi,
Hi,
bro.
good evening.
Uh, Good evening. How
Hi,
are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, but a little bit tired today, just today. uh,
Okay. All
it's,
right. Mm-hmm.
it seems like you have your tutor of many people other.
Oh, actually, I have two official classes. I just had my class with one of my student just now. So after I finished with him,
Yeah,
I called you. So yeah, I just had my class. So you're
yeah.
my third student.
I just afraid that you are tired.
Oh, that's fine. I'm very healthy, so I'm good.
Yeah.
How about you? How's your day?
Um, Great. It's good today.
Very good. Have you
Yeah.
just arrived from work?
Uh, yes, today I have a long day at my office, and at night I have a computer class.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so
Yeah.
you're also taking computer class every day?
No, just on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday.
Oh, so three times a week.
But yeah, 2 times quick. But today is one more. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, first, thank you because you have selected me as your tutor. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. I understand that we're unable to really had a conversation during our
Yeah.
trial class.
Yeah.
I think we had a bad connection, our internet connection by that time. So
Yeah.
thank you because I'm not really expecting that you will select me as your tutor. So again, thank you.
I think I have a good choice. You don't. Uh, I think your voice is very well.
Thank you. So, since we haven't really introduced ourselves or know each other, because again of a short time when we had our
Yeah,
trial lesson, I think it would be best before we start an official class to actually know
yeah,
each other first.
yeah,
So, I guess the best thing to do right now is to do a greeting and introduction.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll know
You
each other.
first.
Okay,
You
no
are
worries.
first.
I'll go first. Okay, great. So, hi, my name is Pearl. You can call me Pearl.
Yeah,
I'm from the Philippines. I'm
yeah,
24 years old, and I
yeah,
currently work as a customer service representative in a telecommunications company
yeah,
based in New Zealand.
yeah,
Mhm. So, aside from that, I also teach English online.
yeah.
My hobbies includes reading, watching movies, and cycling.
Cool.
hmm And then let's see. I love to eat and I love to hang out with my friends and
Yeah,
have coffee. I
yeah.
love coffee.
That's your favorite. Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, that's what I can tell about myself. How about you? Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi. I'm Nhật. It's spelled Nhat. They call me. Uh, they call me. The other name is T.
T,
Yeah.
like the letter T?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it
uh,
okay if I call you T as well?
yeah.
Okay, T. Well, that's very cool. It's like, yo, T. How are you, T? Okay, go on.
Actually, that is Vietnamese name. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 26, and now I work on an architecture office
Mm-hmm.
as a as someone take care of the record to approve the go to approve the you like you know the when submit the approve to approval, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you,
Submit the record to approval.
oh, all right. So
Yeah,
it sounds like you're quite busy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, but um, on the other hand, I'm not graduate in law university.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
uh, I have I have the last year today to this year.
So it's your last
This
year.
year the last year, yeah.
Oh, very good. So you're
Uh,
working
uh,
and you're studying at the same time.
yeah.
That's hard.
My favorite is sport.
Mm-hmm.
I like to I like football. And I many things I like to do. I like to hang out with my friend, a
Mm-hmm.
coffee, and go to cinema, something like that. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you also like watching movies and hanging out or spending time with your friends over
yeah,
a cup of coffee. Okay.
yeah.
Very good. So aside from football, do you play another sport?
Uh, the other sport.
Mm-hmm. Aside from football? Or, or
Uh,
is football your only sport?
uh, football is just the well, the best favorites the best I the most sport I like.
Uh-huh.
But the other sport I think I have I have as in fact I have 7 years I play judo. You know.
Oh, okay. So you're playing judo as well. So you don't mess
Yeah,
with T. He's a
but
judoist. Okay.
but now I quit it. I
Oh,
quit it 2 years ago. Yeah,
2 years ago.
to focus the other purpose. Yeah,
Okay. Well, you sounded like a very busy person, working and also studying. So, yeah. And you're also doing sport on the side.
yeah.
So you must be very good with time management.
What?
Are you good with time management? Because you're working and then you're
No,
studying
I think so.
and then you
Uh,
also have English class and a computer class. So you must
but
be very good.
very busy, but it's very messy too. Very messy too. Yeah.
Yes. Well, you have a lot of things to do, so I can imagine. Um, so T, is this your first English class or have you had classes before?
Uh, it's very long time I don't speak English. Yeah.
So first
Uh,
time for the English class.
no, no,
Not
no, no.
no.
It's very long time I don't speak English.
Oh.
But yeah, about I think 5 or 6 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah. In the past, I have studied in an international school.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not have a good results. Yeah.
I see. So, why now or why would you like to learn English? Or what's your purpose in learning English now after 6 years?
Uh, in my architecture class, architecture office, I
Mhm.
have sometimes I have to communicate with some people from
Mhm.
foreign country.
Yes.
So yeah, I just want to communicate fluency. My yeah.
Okay, that's good. I mean,
Better
mhm.
as well as I want. As I yeah
So that's why. Well, yes, I agree with you, especially now that the culture, or well, especially in Vietnam and other parts of the world, the culture is very diverse.
yeah
So, and you can actually speak a lot of language, but it's still important that you know the universal language, which is English. And since you work at a very challenging environment,
yeah
I think it's better and actually a very good decision to be able to speak English fluently.
yeah
Okay. Well, actually, T, based on the way that you're speaking, you're already good in English. Again, you've already had English classes before, so I believe that we won't be having any difficulty
yeah
um, um, improving your communication skills. It's
yeah
definitely workable. So I'll help you out with that. I believe I have the experience.
yeah
It's actually my work. Every day I speak to a lot of people using English. So I
yeah
speak English most of the time, um, instead of my native language. So,
yeah
and you can say that um, I know how difficult it is to actually speak
yeah
English, because just like you, English is not my native language.
yeah
So, having the same experience as you, I believe that I'll be able to help you out. So, again, thank you for selecting me as your teacher. I hope we'll
you're
have
welcome.
fun.
Right.
I
Yeah.
Great. So I hope we'll have fun learning together. So, T, regarding your class, so just to confirm that, our schedule will be Tuesday and Friday, 9 p.m. Vietnamese time.
Um,
Is that right?
what time? What time do you want?
Oh, actually, that's okay with me. I can actually available starting from 5 p.m. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
6 p.m. Vietnamese time. So
Yeah.
I can actually work anytime. And the agreed schedule for our class would be Tuesday and Friday. Is that okay with you?
Uh, this week is okay, but next week I'm booked because next week maybe I have class at night and about 9 a.m. Yeah, but
Oh, I see. Well, you can always let me know if there's going to be any change in schedule. Like, for example, if you'll have a later schedule, like a 10
yeah,
o'clock schedule, you can always let me know, because most of my classes is only from 9 o'clock up until 10. So if
yeah.
ever that you would like to have a later class from 10 to 11, I can also accommodate that. So just let me know though if there's going to be some changes on your schedule.
How about if I will send you a message in Skype.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to arrange the schedule every Monday or every Sunday for that quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can also do that. Let me just check, because my schedule, actually, I
Yeah,
have classes every day with different students.
yeah,
I won't be available from 9 till 10, but if you
yeah,
are available from 8 till 9 or 10 to 11, then you can
yeah,
I can schedule a class for you during those times, just not
yeah,
from 9 till 10, because I'm not
yeah.
really available during that time. So,
I will from you
okay,
soon.
so
Yeah,
yeah, so you can message me anytime on what will be
yeah,
your preferred schedule. Or, for example, if you would like to cancel a specific schedule,
yeah,
also please let me know ahead of time.
yeah,
so that we can fix our schedules. Great. And also, T, regarding our lesson, now that we're
yeah,
good with the schedule, I also would like to check what are those things that you're interested about. Or I know
yeah,
that you took this class for you to learn or for you to improve your communication. But what
yeah.
specifically would you like to improve or learn during our class?
I think just communicate, speaking, and talk to some specific topic. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's all.
All right, so communication and also speaking about specific topic. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Would you like to assign the topic, or is it okay if I'm the one assigning the topic that we'll be talking about?
Your choice.
My choice. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay,
Last
then.
time we discussed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Last time we discussed about the destruction of environment. You remember?
the discussion
Last
that we
uh,
had. Let
that
me think.
that you asked me about how to stop the destruction of environment.
Environment.
Right?
Yes, I remember, but that's the time that we had problems with the connection, right? So I wasn't able
Yeah,
to
yeah,
hear your answer. Have you thought of an answer to that question? It's a very random question. So,
yeah.
have you thought of any answer to that question? Would you like to answer it now?
Uh, I think that yeah, that's very that's a rather hard question in Vietnamese too.
That's fine. Maybe at the end of our session or at the end of our class, you'll be able to answer that because we'll learn a lot of things in terms
Yeah,
of communication. So don't worry, I'll help you out. So, also regarding communication, do you have any specific um things like is it business communication that you like to learn? Or
yeah,
will it be everyday conversation? Because we have different types.
yeah.
So, where are you most interested in?
What is the most what
Well,
schema?
the most common one. Because in terms of communication, there are actually a lot of types. So we have the
Yeah,
basic one, basic communication.
yeah,
So this
yeah,
is English use every day.
yeah,
We also have like business communication in a more
yeah,
formal setting.
yeah,
So if you like what we can do, perhaps we can mix common communication with business communication. So you can
yeah,
also apply this in your work when you're speaking to clients.
yeah,
Okay, good. So I'll be creating a lesson plan for you so that we
yeah,
can also track your progress. Don't worry, we'll go ahead and do an assessment first
yeah.
because we're unable
Okay,
to finish our assessment last time. So, for me to know your weakness and your strength in terms of English communication, I like to take this time to do an assessment with you, if that's okay.
okay.
All right. So we'll do an assessment first, T. So, can you see our chat box?
To change bar.
Yep, our chat box. Can you see it? I'll type in the word. Can you see what I typed in?
Uh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I just see you say hi,
That's
hi,
correct.
hi, hi.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
So I just said
That's it.
hi. Good. So you can see our chat box. Now, just like last time, what I would like you to do is read an article. Again, this is part of the assessment. And in
yeah,
this way, I'll know exactly how you can um, speak or what are the things that we can improve on. So I'll post or paste something. Let me know if you can see it. It's a rather long article, but please
yeah,
read this as normal as possible. This
yeah,
is like just a story. Um, so you can read anytime.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So,
Okay, so let me know whenever you're ready so we can start the assessment. Okay,
yeah, okay.
can you see it?
Yeah, yes,
Okay, good.
I'm ready.
Oh, sorry. Can you read it aloud? Sorry about that. You actually have to read it aloud so I'll know how
Oh,
you pronounce it and how you read it. But T, the
yeah,
challenge is you have to tell me what the story is all about after you read it, okay? So it's both
okay.
speaking and reading comprehension exam.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you can start anytime.
I start now.
You can start now, yes.
Yeah. Hi. Uh, the Trojan War is one of the most famous wars in history. It is well known for the 10 years duration, for the heroism, heroism of a number of legendary characters, and for the Trojan horse. What may not be familiar, however, is the story of how the war began.
Mm-hmm.
According to Greek myth, the strife, the strife between the Trojan and the Greek started at the wedding of Pyrrhus, king of Thessaly, and and Thetis, a sea nymph,
Mm-hmm.
all the god of all the gods and goddess has been invited to the wedding celebration in Troy except Iris. Iris, uh, goddess of discord, uh, she has been omitted from the guest list because her presence always implies mortal and immortal alike in conflict.
Mm-hmm.
To take revenge on those who has slighted her, Iris decided to cause a skirmish. Into the middle of the banquet hall, she threw a golden apple mask for the most beautiful. Excuse me, uh, for I read, but I don't really remember the story.
Oh, that's fine. Just keep on reading. Again, you just need to like give me an idea on or on what the story is about. But most importantly, this is more on the way that you're speaking. So yeah, just continue reading.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, To take revenge on those who had slighted her, Iris decided to go a skirmish into the middle of the banquet hall. She threw a golden apple marks for the most beautiful. Of the goddess began to anger over who should possess it. Possess the god and goddess reached a stalemate when the choice was narrow to Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Someone wanted to settle the controversy, controversy by picking a winner. The giant eventually fell to Paris, son of King Priam of Troy, who was said to be a good uh, judge of beauty, but he did not have an easy job. Its good is eager to win the golden apple, tried aggressively to bribe him.
Mm-hmm.
I grant, I grant you vast kingdom to rule, promised Hera. Vast kingdom are nothing in comparison with my gift. Contra- Contradicted Athena. Choose me, and I will see that you win victory and triumph in war. Aphrodite outdid her adversary. However, she she won the golden apple by offering Helen, daughter of Zeus, and the most beautiful mortal in the land to Paris. Paris asks to claim Helen set up for Sparta in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Although Paris learned that Helen was married, he nevertheless accepted the hospitality of her husband, King Menelaus of Sparta. Therefore, Menelaus was outraged for a number of reasons when Spirit departed, taking Helen and most of the king well back to Troy. Menelaus collected his loyal force and set sail for Troy to begin the war to reclaim Helen.
Okay, very good. Thank you, T. I know that this is a long article, but thank you for reading it. Now again,
Yeah.
you don't really need to tell me well, the whole story, but do you have at least an idea on what the article is all about?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
just say that's a war in very in the in the past, but
Mm-hmm,
in the history very very long time ago,
mm-hmm,
in the age of King the age of King maybe before the BC, is that right?
yes, that's correct. So this is actually a very famous Greek history. Um,
Yes, the horror of choice.
the horse, yes. So the
Yeah,
Trojan horse. So
the
you
choice.
good. So you're familiar with that, yes. So this is actually a story on how the war started. So,
Yeah.
do you have an idea based on the article that you've read? How did the war started? What started the war?
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think because of a girl, right?
Yes, because of a girl, the
Yeah,
most beautiful girl in Greece, which is Helen.
yeah,
So she's the very famous Helen of Troy, who can
yeah.
launch 1,000 ship.
Yes.
Can you remember that story?
No, I used to watch the film. That's
Yes.
all.
Well, I think there was some movie about this, but yes, this is actually a very famous um, piece of Greek history, and actually one of my favorite story of all time. So
Yeah.
thank you again for reading that. So yeah, anything else that you would like to add? Your thought about the story? What's your reaction? Any violent reaction?
Uh, uh, the reaction from the story.
Yeah, what do you think, or what can you say about the story?
Mm, I have no idea.
That's
But,
fine.
co-
Yep.
sorry, but my vocabulary is not enough to describe
Mm.
something I want to express you. Yeah,
Okay, no worries about that. So yeah,
yeah,
basically the story tells you the history on why the war started.
yeah,
Apparently, this is based on three goddesses who's fighting to be the most beautiful goddess. So
yeah,
yeah, that's why. And Helen was a gift from a god. I believe that's Athena.
yeah,
And Athena um gave Helen to Paris. But apparently Helen is already married. So Helen's husband Menelaus was
yeah,
actually furious or very angry because Paris took Helen to Troy, and that's why they had the Trojan War to retrieve Helen from Paris.
yeah.
Anyway, so that's
Yes.
what the story is all about. Again, thank you for reading the story. Um, on top or aside from actually understanding the story, I've also taken some notes on some words that you're having trouble pronouncing.
Yeah.
If I may say, you were able to pronounce most of the words correctly, so that's very good. Of course, there are some things that I've noticed, so if it's okay with you, I want you to read some words for me. I'll be copying this one and pasting this on your chat box. Can you see the one that I pasted?
Heroism.
Okay. So, sorry, can you please pronounce that again?
Speak again.
Oh, can you please pronounce the word that I
Yeah.
copied? Uh-huh.
Heroes. Heroism.
Okay.
You copy
So,
that?
yep. So actually you pronounce this as heroism.
Heroism. Yeah.
Yeah,
Heroism.
heroism. That's correct. Can you tell me what does heroism means?
Um, that's a snare of the uh wait a minute. Um, that's a now of a heroism.
That's fine. All right, that's okay. Again, this is only just part of the assessment. Well, heroism basically means bravery. So that's what heroism means. Again, this is more on pronunciation, but just to give you an idea on what this word means. Now, T, I'll paste another word. Can you read this one?
Legendary characters.
Okay. So the first word is legendary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Care.
Legendary.
Oh,
Legendary.
that's correct. So pronounce it. Pronounce the G. Legend. So the word is legend, and you'll be adding airy at the end. So pronounce legendary. You liaise D and A. Legendary. Can you repeat that for me?
Yeah. Legendary.
Okay,
Legendary.
great. How about the second word? Can you read that for me?
Characters.
Great. So that's
Yeah.
legendary characters.
Yeah.
Great.
Legendary characters.
Perfect. Now, how about this word?
Familiar.
Okay. So you pronounce the F, familiar.
Familiar.
All right.
Very familiar.
Familiar. Very good.
Yeah.
And how about this one?
Goddess.
Okay.
Right.
Actually, you pronounce this is actually the plural form of goddess. So you
Yeah.
pronounce this with the es sound at the end. So we
Yeah.
pronounce this as goddesses.
This is
All right. Okay, good. How about this one?
accept, accept.
Very good. What I've noticed is that when you're reading words, um, when you're reading the article itself, you're unable to pronounce the words correctly. But when you're reading one word at a time, that's when you're pronouncing it okay. Meaning you're having problems have or you're having problems with the pronunciation when you already constructed the sentence. So perhaps
Yeah,
when you're trying to say the word, you do not really mind how you're saying the word, but you're just focused on the meaning of the word that you're saying,
yeah,
which is good. But still, for the person to understand you correctly, you have to make sure that each word that you're saying is pronounced correctly. So that's the most important thing of a communication or a conversation for that person to understand what you're saying. Are you still there, T? Hello? Hello, T? T, where are you, T? Hello? Hello, T? Can you still hear me? Hello? Hello, T? Hello? Hello, T? Hello? T, are you still there? Hello?
very sorry, Paul. Uh,
Hello, T?
this
Okay.
show disconnect. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought I lost you there. Good thing you're back. Okay,
yeah,
good. So, because I thought that um you won't be back, so it's a good thing we have our connection again.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. Good. So yeah, as I was saying, regarding the communication, so again, most important thing with the communication or a communication between two people is that the other person understand what you're saying.
Just two people. Yeah,
That's correct. So the communication between two people, that's why again the importance of pronouncing the word correctly
yeah.
and understanding what a word mean. Now, I'll continue. I'll be uh, typing in another word. Can you read this word for me?
Uh, omitted,
Okay. Omitted.
omitted,
That's correct. So it's a little bit like a hard I. Omitted.
omitted.
Okay. Do you know what omitted means?
Um, that's mean accept, right?
Or
Accept. Oh, okay.
actually, omitted means lost or remove. So when you say you omitted, you means you removed something or you
Uh,
misplaced or lost something.
I used to know this word, but I
Yeah,
lost it. Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's a long time. It's 6 years. So 6 years without English.
yeah,
They're like nothing at all. That must be hard. But don't worry, we'll get you back in shape in no time. Okay, with
yeah.
your communication. Now, how about this one?
Conflict.
Mm-hmm. So you actually pronounce this like conflict.
Yeah.
Okay,
Conflict.
conflict. Great. How about this word, please?
Decide.
Mm-hmm.
Desire.
Okay. So what you'll need to do is make sure you pronounce the last letters ed. So the root word is decide. Past tense would be decided.
Yeah. Decided.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Decided.
Yeah, so don't forget to make sure that you pronounce that depending on the tense of the word. If it's present or if it's past tense.
Yes.
Good. How about this word, please?
Banquet.
Banquet.
Banquet. Yeah.
Great. Do you know what banquet means?
Uh, banquet.
Mm-hmm. Do you have
Uh,
like an idea?
no. That's it.
All right. Well, banquet is a feast, a meal. So when you're
Until
having a feast or you're having a meal, you're having a banquet.
yeah, have been banquet.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Have you had your meal or your dinner?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. Great. How about this word, please?
Possess.
Okay.
Possess.
So you actually pronounce this as possess.
Possess.
Okay.
Possess. Yeah.
Great. Possess. Let me just paste this another word.
Controversy.
That's correct. Controversy.
What's this mean?
All right. Do you have any idea based on the way that it has been used?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Um, Controversy is synonymous, or it's like disagreement, or debate, or argument.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they say they needed to settle the controversy, they needed to settle the argument or the disagreement. So it's something that might you might actually have this on your workplace, because what I've noticed with a lot of foreign people, they tend to use deep words,
Yeah.
especially the one in Europe, British or European people. They are not like your ordinary English users.
Yeah.
So it would be great if you'll know what deep or these words means.
I see it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. How about this other word?
Adversar- Adversaries.
That's correct. So adversaries. Do you have any idea what this word mean?
Mm. No.
Okay. So adversaries means enemies or
And
your rival or your opponent.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Adversary.
Uh huh.
Enemy. You
Okay.
say enemy.
I'm sorry.
You said
Enemy.
it's enemy. Yeah.
Enemy. Yeah. Or your rival or your opponent. Let's see. And how about this word T? Can you read this one for me?
Answers.
All right. So anxious. Do you know what anxious means?
No.
Okay. So yes. So that's okay. I mean, I know that this is a word that you don't normally come across with,
Yeah.
because again, this is a very deep word. Yeah, but again, if you'll be speaking to a lot of foreign people, you will be hearing this quite a lot. Anxious means nervous
Yeah.
or uneasy.
Yeah.
So if a person is anxious, then you know he's nervous, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So T, don't be anxious, especially when you're speaking English, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I try to remember.
Yep. Well, should, because well, my style of teaching is that I tend to review a lot. So,
Yeah.
for example, you see these words that we have today. On our next lesson, I'll ask you to read those words again and tell me what those words mean.
Yeah.
So, so
I'm
you
sure
better
that
remember.
I will read the story again.
Yep, great. Well, please do. And perhaps on our next class, you'll tell me exactly what happened on that story.
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's continue. Can you tell me what this word is?
Accepted.
Great. So, doing good. So, you're reading the ED.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Outrage.
Outrage.
Outrage. Yeah.
So, you pronounce this as two words. We have the word out and we have the word rage. So, you pronounce this as outrage.
Yeah. Outrage.
Yep. Well, actually,
Outrage. Yeah.
that's another tip when you're pronouncing a word. You need to pronounce the word based on the base word.
Yeah.
Do you know what outrage means?
No.
Okay. Outrage means annoyed or irritated.
Annoy.
Yep.
Annoy. Annoy. Yeah.
So if you're annoyed to someone, then you are outraged.
Yeah.
And then lastly, can you please read this word?
Forces.
Forces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, forces. That's good. Now let's check for some other word. How about this one? This one is a hard word. It's not something that you normally hear, but just in case, can you read this word for me?
Strife.
Good. So you have good pronunciation with your F's. So
Yeah.
we're already good with that one. Um, what do you think this word means? Strife.
Attack. Right.
Mhm. Yep. Well, it's actually similar to that one, but it's more synonymous with fighting or
Yeah.
conflict or trouble.
Yeah.
Mhm. Great. And then how about this one?
Skirmish.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay. Skirmish.
skirmish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Skirmish.
So skirmish means well, actually quite synonymous to trouble or fight or conflict.
Yeah.
So that's another word for conflict. And then we have this word.
Haggle.
Mm-hmm. Haggle.
Haggle. Yeah.
Good. Do you mean what haggle means?
No.
Okay. Well, it's like you're doing a bargain or you're negotiating.
Bargain.
That's right. Like for example, you go to the market, the price of the good that you're buying is like uh $3,
Yeah.
and then you will haggle that for $2 only. So it's
Yeah.
like you're bargaining.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So another thing, actually one of my focus as well in terms of classes,
Yeah.
aside from giving example, I want you to come up with your own example.
Yeah.
So among the words that you've learned today, select one word and please use that in a sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you do that for me? What word would you like to use?
Strife.
Strife. Perfect. I'll give you a minute to think of a word, and then after that, you tell me what your example is, okay? Or you can just tell me whenever you're ready. I mean T. Are you still there?
Yeah, yeah, still there.
Okay, I thought I'll ask you again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, are you ready? Have you thought of a word or an example?
The sample strife.
Yes. So, can you use strive in a sentence?
Uh, the simple sentence.
Yep, just a simple sentence. This is only for us to know
And
how you can use a word in a sentence.
how about the uh, an army force strive to a building Ankara building.
Mm-hmm. All
That's
right. So, sorry, can you type in the word or can you type in your example on our chat box?
uh, yeah. Oh no, 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 striving.
Mm-hmm.
Striving. What? An army force is striving to get a building.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you've used the word striving. All right. Thank you for doing that, T. So you've used the word striving and changed its form and used that in a sentence. Now regarding striving though, I'm really sorry, but actually we don't have the word striving.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
just now, huh?
yeah, but that's a good try. It's a good try, T. So well, actually, this is all part of the assessment as well. By actually asking you to do an example or to give me an example, we are testing your communication, specifically sentence construction.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's try and word we'll use the word strive again. Here's my example. Okay. Have you seen my example?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's one way of actually using the word strife in a sentence.
Yeah.
World War started because of the strife or conflict or war between Germany and France. Now, another tip, because again, I know strife is not a familiar word.
Yeah.
So, what you can do when you're creating a sentence is try to think of what strife means and use that in a sentence. So, for
Yeah.
example, you can change the word strife to conflict and it will not change its meaning.
Yeah.
Okay? So, it's being said or having said that, when you change the word strife to conflict, can you try and rearrange your sentence?
Uh, uh,
So, instead of the word strife, you can use the word conflict. Can you try and create another sentence or Use the same sentence but with the word conflict.
Yes, I see it.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you give me your example?
Um, the, strive. Um,
All right. Can you think of some example, or you don't have any example as of the moment?
um, strive. 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 The strive. No, sorry.
Uh huh. Okay, that's fine. I know I
the
put the.
strive.
Uh huh.
The strive between people is people. Sorry. Between the strive
Uh huh.
between the student in a school is always a tourist, a tourist.
Oh, can you type in the sentence? See? Yep.
As
Go on. Don't worry. This is our last test for you.
no,
Okay. So yeah, just type in the word, so we'll know the sentence.
you can see it.
Yep, I can see it. So you type in the strife between student, each
Student,
other's sometime is a big threaten.
students.
That's correct. So the strife between students, each other sometime is a big threaten. Now this is actually a good word. You were able to use the word strife, but of course there are some few grammar errors.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but that's okay. I mean, we can always improve on grammar. Grammar is
yeah,
just a technical thing. Sometimes when you're speaking, it's not something that you will easily identify, like a grammar error. So,
uh,
yeah.
ac- actually, I, I think I have a very good grammar, but in a communication class,
Mm-hmm.
I I always confused or yes, make mistakes on time.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I mean, that's why I'm here because we'll go ahead and polish those things. Again, you already have the basic, which is good. Because people who have basic knowledge in English is actually very easy to teach
Yeah,
because they already know how to speak and how to understand English. So
yeah,
what we can do from our end as a teacher is to just improve your communication skills,
yeah,
um, give you more knowledge so that you have wider vocabulary and
yeah,
you can express yourself more. Now, here's what we'll do. I'm actually done with the assessment.
yeah.
Again, T, thank you for doing all those tests. So, on our next class, yeah,
Excuse me.
yes,
Can I give an opinion?
uh-huh,
Uh, in the next class, what do you think about if we talk about some specific topic?
mm-hmm.
You give me now, to just for me prepare this, the vocabulary, for example.
Oh, okay. So you would like to talk about a specific topic. Let's see. Actually, what I would like to suggest is this. That's actually a good suggestion. But
Yeah,
also, what I would like to do is for you to think of a topic because with me, I can actually talk about any topic that you like to have.
Okay.
But in order for us to have, let's say, good conversation, we need to make sure that you are interested on the topic that we'll be talking about.
Yeah.
So, what I would like you to do is to think of a topic that
Yeah.
you would like to talk about, and
Yeah.
then we can work around the topic.
Yeah.
hmm
Oh.
So, do you have any idea?
Uh, and next time, I think we should have about 5 minutes between the class to rest. Right.
Oh, sorry.
To take a rest. Yeah.
Yeah, or a 5 minute rest
Yeah.
for the whole class.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, that's okay. I know that um
I afraid you. I afraid you. Yeah. I afraid you boring and for me. I think so.
oh, sorry. I didn't quite catch that. What was that again?
I mean, I'm afraid you tired to talking with and to someone not clearly understanding you.
Oh, am I speaking too fast for you?
No, 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 no. I mean, I'm afraid you tired
Oh,
to yeah you tired you boring to talking with me the people who not very clearly to understand what you say.
oh, I
I,
see. I'm actually that's okay. I mean, I'm not really tired. I mean, I'm used to speaking a lot.
yeah,
Again, speaking is my job. I do that like 9 hours a day at work,
yeah,
and then I do some talking at home. So, no worries. I can. It's okay with me if I speak to you right after my class. But if you wish to have a 5 minute break during our class, that's okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now done.
Yep. Well, actually, we're done for the day.
And
Unfortunately, we've already used our 1 hour um, time for this session.
yeah,
Okay.
uh,
Oh, time flies so fast.
yeah,
hmm
and see you to on Tuesday, right?
On Tuesday, 9 p.m. Exactly. T, also one more thing just before you hang up. Can you
Yeah.
type in your email address for me?
Yeah. Okay, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I try it.
Yep. So just type it in because what I'll do is I'll send you well, just a document. It's a student profile.
Yeah,
I just want you to answer that for me and send it back.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So that we'll have your profile. There you go. Thank
yeah,
you for that one.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then you can also so far we don't have a topic right for our next session.
yeah,
Since we still have a lot of time, once you've thought of a topic,
yeah,
you can just send me a message here in Skype, or you can also send me an email.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Mm.
Good. Great.
See you.
Okay. Hope you have some fun today, T. And thank you also for your time. I know you're tired, so I'll let you go now. Okay.
Yeah. Goodbye. Good night.
Good night, T. Bye bye.
Bye bye.